You're listening to I'm Not Being Funny, but the podcast with me, Lee.
And me, Annie.
We're back. Oh, it feels good to have this up and running again.
It does.
Hello and welcome back to I'm Not Being Funny, but the podcast. Oh, how are we? Are we all right out there? We've missed yous. And also, hello to our far reach listeners.
Where was it you said?
We've got Puerto Rico and India. I mean,
I like the comments we got from, was it the Indian listeners?
it was, yes.
Comments we got from there.
By all means, send us your address. We'll send you one of our coasters. The only condition is that you take a photo of yourself with it wherever you are listening to it. We'll send it out to you.
Yeah.
Send it in to us. We'd love to see it.
We would.
So, first off, need to say a very, very, very big thank you to Rossi for filling in for us.
We do. He has done an amazing job.
He has, and yes, it was entirely my fault that we've been off the air.
Because you broke the computer.
I did, but I was trying to help you.
You were, but you're also supposed to be Mr. Tech Savvy.
I never claimed that. I just know how to break things.
No, that's my job.
Yeah, true. Anyway, on a serious note, guys and girls, the reason that we have been off the airwaves for a month, we've missed like 4-5 podcasts that we should have put out, not including our minisodes.
Possibly more.
So the reason behind that is...
not originally breaking the computer.
No, and I'll let you explain what happened.
So, I was sat watching our daughter doing gymnastics one Saturday morning, thinking this is going to be over before I know it, and my phone rings. And it's a detective from down south. And my first initial thought when I found out where he was from was, it's months since I was down there. I was only just found out now.
Why was Lee caught speeding?
No, it would have been, if it was going to be anything in the car, it would have been the woman on the roundabout who I nearly got out of the car and punched in the face for being a fucking dickhead and stopping right in front of us.
There it is. You're back.
Yeah. But this wasn't anything like that. This was a phone call to tell me that a very dear member of our family had been taken to hospital very poorly. And I was the only family member whose details they could find in the house.
You were down as a point of emergency contact.
Yeah, I was. And
from receiving that phone call, everything just kind of ground to a halt, but went a million miles an hour.
Yeah. That Saturday, that was like in the morning on the Saturday.
It's like 10:30.
Yeah. And then I straight away phoned you and you came and watched the gymnastics session for me.
Yeah, with the other two as well. Oh, she was so happy when she saw me there, though.
She was.
It was good because she didn't think anything was wrong. She just thought that you'd had to get up and have a walkabout.
Yeah.
For like being in pain because you weren't doing good that day.
No, I wasn't. But as it turned out, I had to go and phone my brother to try and get him to help me finding the family members of this member of our family, because she was the member of our family, our extended family, but she had family of her own that we had to try and find and contact and tell them that this had happened.
Because all we had was passing casual names.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything, and fair enough, because it's her family and her family.
Mm-hmm. It's like she'd married into our family, so that marriage made her part of our family. But before that marriage, she'd had her own family anyway. So by the Sunday night, by 8 o'clock on the Sunday night, I found the second brother, the last brother, the final one I needed to find. And by 1 o'clock on the Monday dinner time, I think it was.
Yeah, you were all down there.
No, sorry, 11 o'clock, we all met up in the hospital.
You did.
As far as we knew, we were going to see her. And see how she was getting on.
Call her a silly bugger for
not telling anyone she wasn't very well, and we were going to pick her pet cat up and bring it up to us so that my brother could look after it until she was feeling better and back home and everything. And as it turned out, when we got there, things were an awful lot more serious than we initially thought, and by tea time on the Monday, she passed away.
So we've had time away so that Annie and her family can do what they needed to be able to have everything arranged and all put in place. And I've been here to be driving because it's not a short drive. And looking after the kids and just basically keeping the house up here running.
Yeah, keeping things ticking by with the kids at school and all the stuff they've been doing. And
yeah, trying to keep it as normal as possible for them.
And then he broke the laptop, the computer, and ordered a new laptop, and it's taken fucking ages to get here.
Yeah, so the whole debacle with the laptop. This originally, I ordered this at the very end of November. It was a weekend, so I wasn't expecting next day. I got an email saying, "Oh, yep, it's all gone through. Everything's fine. It'll be with you on the 3rd." Mint. Get back into this. We can get it back up and running. Get an email on the 2nd at 6:30 at night. "Oh, sorry, your order's been delayed. We don't know when it's going to get to you." Bastards. It wasn't what I said, but what I said can't really be repeated.
No, it's a word we don't use on here.
Often.
Very rare.
Yeah, mainly you using it. But yeah, that is the update from us of what's been going on and
why we disappeared.
Yeah. So apologies for not being on the socials, not being on here, not hearing our beautiful voices every week. But
this is where our listening pool's just going to take a dive because it's back to being us again.
Nah, we're not that bad.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, well. The good thing is now, though, we can do videos as well because there's the camera in the laptop.
There is.
So we could sit and do live TikTok.
We could. That could be fun if we get enough followers on TikTok.
We could. I mean, we could even do it so that you had filters on.
What, make us look prettier?
I was thinking make us look older.
Fuck off, man. Every time I do older, I look like a man.
But we're not going to swap genders on it because last time that happened, I
was a more convincing man than you are.
Yeah, and I ended up being quite a sexy blonde, didn't I?
Yeah, and now you still have those photos reappear every year.
I do, and people take the piss out of it every year as well.
Yeah, he was proud of himself this year.
Yeah. Still am.
I'm talking about Rossi for sharing them online.
Yeah, that was fun. But we're back. We're going to be talking about all sorts of shit, because all sorts of shit's happened in the past month.
Yeah.
Some good. The majority of it's been absolute wank. But we won't dwell on that too much.
We won't. We are here to talk about the stuff that's hard to talk about.
Just not stuff when it's too raw.
Yeah. We've got to give it a little bit of time yet.
Yeah, especially when it's personal. If it's something that's happening in the news, we'll talk about that.
We will. And I will talk about this more, and I'll explain who the people are that are involved and stuff at a different date. But I just think the funeral hasn't happened yet, so we need to...
Yeah, we need to be able to pay our final respects and lay it to rest.
We do.
That's the most important thing.
Exactly. And that's not until the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
So, until then, why don't we just do ourselves a little mini episode about the weird shit that's happened while we haven't been recording?
The weird shit that's been happening while we haven't been recording.
In the past 2 weeks, I can name you two that are quite funny.
Go on then.
Middle child. Turn round. Now I'm hoping. No one will recognise us for our voices on here anyway, because we don't sound like this in real life.
Oh, wow, yeah. So
she turned round in the middle of a conversation with school acquaintances.
Yeah.
And said, just turned round and nonchalantly said to her, I don't like you.
And walked off.
And walked off, and then gets herself captured by one of the teaching assistants at a school, taken into a classroom and having to explain to her why we don't use words like that in school.
Oh, my
I've
God.
never been prouder. I can't help it. I've never been prouder.
He's definitely yours.
She
Wow.
is. She's my little mini-me.
Yeah. God help us. Oh, so that's the first one. Go on then, what's the second?
The eldest child got hauled over the coals yesterday in school for sending out a Christmas card that was really mean to one of his long-term friends since he started school. And it's not so funny because I've been chatting with her mum tonight, and honestly,
Was she really upset about it?
I think so.
Oh,
She's definitely been upset by
what he
how I
said.
understood it, what her mum's had to say, yeah. And that's nothing to be proud of. He's been a little twat.
Yep. Pushing his boundaries at the minute, though, isn't he?
He is.
They'll find him and get pushed back.
He will.
So,
He's got to put up with us for 2 whole weeks after tomorrow. There's
yeah.
none of this being a little shit with his friends.
No.
And when that attitude comes out at home, mother puts him in his place.
Yep. It's fine, I'll just stop him from playing Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
It'll soon change.
No, I'll stop him from watching YouTube. He gets a lot of his attitude from YouTube.
Ooh. It's like cutting an arm off.
Yep.
Speaking of, not losing arms.
I was going to say, I haven't lost my arm yet.
No. What with your brother? Because obviously his cow's in for the MOT.
He hasn't lost an arm yet. He's lost a couple of legs, though.
He was actually saying it'd be easier to live without a leg than a car. And it's true, because once you've had a car for 2 hours,
Yeah.
you're like, ooh, I can go wherever I want. And then it's taken away from you for a day or a day and a half, or you just sat in the house like, the fuck am I supposed to do now? I can't go out anywhere. I'm not getting the bus.
I am not being a mere bus peasant.
Bus wanker.
Fairness, he would have had that little yellow car.
I would.
Any day, walking around carrying the door if he had to.
He would.
And his car failed the MOT beginning of this week. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
There's no fucking worse.
Oh, no, I've never failed an MOT. You have.
Yeah, it was on the same car as well, because
Same
funny
model
enough,
of car. not
yeah,
the same
same model of car. It was the same problem as well.
Yeah.
The bushes on the back, not the front part of it. That was fine. Just everything from the engine back was fucked. But
Yeah.
that's all the cars for you, unfortunately. Anyway, we are on the countdown to Christmas.
I don't fucking hate Christmas.
I know you do. It's my favourite time of year, and not for the gifts and the presents and seeing
Not because
family.
you're a fat fucker.
I love it for the food.
Honestly, you'd eat from morning till night if you give them a chance.
We need to get the posh biscuits out. We need to eat the pigs in blankets that we've got. We need to go and get more snacky foods.
Snacky foods I could get away with. Does that include Maltesers?
If you're nice to me.
That's a no.
But we do need to go and finish the Christmas food shop.
I know, but that means going into a supermarket, and I don't like supermarkets, and especially not that supermarket.
And that's what I love about this time of year. I love the food.
He loves the supermarkets.
No, I fucking detest shopping. I want to be in there, round and out in 30 seconds.
I know.
And I do try.
I know.
But there's food to be bought. We've got to get the mini sausage rolls.
We need to have them in all the time with our kids.
We do. Sausage rolls, spring rolls for us. Mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. And yes, I know I have just... How many spring rolls were there?
16.
I've just 16 mini spring rolls as well.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, you're a fat fuck.
I am. Need to get some chocolates in as well.
We do.
Because we haven't got none. We've been really good this year so far.
Oh, I don't know. We've been eating them all through the year. I don't think they've been that good.
I meant this festive season. I should have said.
I was going to say.
This festive season, I've been really good and hardly eaten any chocolate. I've been having one a day for my advent calendar.
And we've been saving our money. Spending it on the kids.
We have. spoiled them again.
We have.
But that's what Christmas is about. The
It
magic
is.
of children.
It's magic of Santa Claus.
It is.
And them little fucking elves. That's 3 times this year. 3 times up to now I'm walking up, laying in bed. And I'm laying there watching the telly because I can't sleep. And Lee's laying there and he's flat out. And I'm kicking him. What's the elves doing tonight? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's all I hear.
Up I get, down I come, sort the elves out, fucking asleep, go back upstairs. So what they're doing? Something. Back to sleep.
Yep.
Fucking horrible. I can't wait till we don't have to deal with them little fuckers anymore.
I can't wait until the eldest child gets the task of figuring out what they're doing.
Oh, bliss.
Yep.
Pure bliss.
Yep. And you know it won't be long because he's 8 this next year.
He's growing up quick, like.
8. How's it 8 years?
I know.
I've got gremlin number 1 for 8 years.
Yup. On the note of Christmas as well.
Oh, good.
No, this is a serious one. If there is anyone out there that you know that's just going to be sat there on their own, they're not going to be doing anything, they've got no family to go and see, they haven't got the kids, send them a message, give them a call, go around, knock on the door.
Go around, drag them around to your house,
even
your
if
flat, your bungalow, your bush shelter.
Even if you just get them round for an hour for a cuppa and people there to talk to. It might not seem like much to you, but to them it could mean the world.
I used to be that person who'd spend Christmas on their own.
Through work.
Well, I used to work domiciliary, which was I would go to people's homes in the little village where I lived, and I'd walk between clients. So Christmas, there was like 2 of us working because you had to double up at one client, so there had to be 2 of you. But your shift would start at 7:30 at the latest, and you'd finish at 10 o'clock at night. And one of the years, one of the clients said to us, if you'd only told us, love, I would have got another dinner in and you could have stayed with me for your dinner. That's how sad and pathetic I was.
But at the same time, that's really sweet.
To stay with them because they knew I was going home to be on my own.
And then you met me?
No. Then I went to the nursing home. And then I did 2 years in the nursing home, 2 Christmases in the nursing home before I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And that was your Christmas morning spent in the nursing home doing your early shift until 2 in the afternoon. That was 2 Christmases spent with my mum and her husband and his mum. And then I met you.
Fair enough.
And then I did another Christmas in the nursing home. And I saw you on the Boxing Day after I'd finished my shift. It was like 3 o'clock or something. You came up, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And that was 10 years ago.
Yeah. We've been living together nearly 10 years now.
I know.
10 years and 5 houses later.
Yep.
It's not a very good track record in all honesty, is it?
It's nearly 3 years since we moved into this house.
I know, we've done well.
We have. It's the longest we've stayed settled.
It is. Which makes a change for us.
It does.
But we did say this was going to be a mini episode.
We did.
And it's coming up nearly 20 minutes long. So that's about right. So, all I want to say to everyone out there is thank you for bearing with us. And again, thank you to Rossi for filling in for us over the last 6, however long it's been. It feels like it's been about 3 years.
It does.
Just everything that's been going on.
Yep.
So a massive, massive thank you to you, Rossi. I know you're listening because you listen every week. Enjoy that case of Corona that we got you.
And don't make your tea too hot in your temperature changing mug. Can't be giving away all them shits.
Exactly. And to everybody else out there, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing for Christmas, whether you celebrate it or not, be kind. Be good.
It's a depressing month. So why not be a bit more cheerful this year?
Yeah. Try and make someone smile, even if it's yourself.
Yep.
We'll be back between Christmas and New Year with probably a Christmas special telling you all about how the kids are doing our heads in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do want to drop us a message, get us on TikTok, ping it across. We'll read it. We'll get back to you. Might even talk about it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd love to know how different people spend their Christmases. Like I said, whether they celebrate Christmas or not due to religion, personal reasons, whatever, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
So until next time,
We'll see you soon.
see you later.